gutter, catch me on a rooftop all summer, scared of nothing. The ones that talk the most straight, bluffing, blowing smoke signals. Can it be that it was so simple? I'm alive and doing me. Some consider that simple. Illegal activity, expose yourself cynically. My imagery and storyline, minus the gimmickry. You ain't on my level at all, linguistically. Wickedly, my mind is plural like my ethnicity. Peep the symmetry, fly physically. You into me, it's all about the spirit inside. That's infinity, ambitiously, I skillfully execute my mission when you shit to me. If you against my infantry, I'm a symphony, painting songs like calligraphy. I dismally look past the negative, that's divinity. Additionally, I take my dreams realistically with dignity. My walk got a beat like a timpani. You fickle beat, coming like that, I drop you instantly, no sympathy. Every day breathing is an epiphany, officially creating my own path consistently.
Peace and bliss, everybody. Episode 101, Visual Caffeine. We have a very special guest. This is like 4 or 5 years in the making. We met each other at the Guerrilla Republic anniversary. I think it was maybe 4 years ago. Been trying to get this queen on since then. This MC, forget all that other stuff. She's an MC to the fullest. Yo, Nejma Nefertiti. Here she is.
Salute, y'all. Salute.
Yeah.
Peace, peace, peace.
Yo, I'm so glad to have you on because you were just an MC. Like, forget all that, female, male, whatever. You an MC. Your wordplay is ridiculous. Your the way you spit is ferocious. I mean, I was thinking like in my time, I sound like I'm 70, but in my time, the only MC that I see with the same energy as you is Sasa Rock. Like, y'all two together would be an assassination team.
Very dope MC she is. I would love to collab with her. We actually did the BAM Word Sound Power show not too long ago. They had the virtual, version of it. And, I actually met her in Atlanta years ago when she was like kind of first starting to really do her thing and stuff. I was like helping with a photo shoot. But yeah, that's I hope for that to happen actually. Thank you for putting that out into the universe, man, because she dope.
You're out into the universe on that one, man. Yeah.
Word.
Before we get too deep, give everybody your social media where they can catch you at, anything you got going on, and then we'll get into it again.
Oh, no doubt. Nejma Nefertiti across the whole board. Nejma Nefertiti on Instagram, Facebook, Spotify. I got my site, nejmanefertiti.com. So everything is pretty much the same to keep it simple because my name is hard enough for people sometimes. And right now, I think the biggest thing that I got going on, and the link is in my bio on my Instagram, it's all over my Facebook page, is again, the joint album with Napoleon the Legend, Alter Ego. We're doing a vinyl campaign because actually the person, Richard Dreisen from Ashamed Records, who was putting it out on vinyl, shockingly passed away. So that was sad and unfortunate. Yeah, so we decided to take Bandcamp up on their offer to do a campaign and really try to still get this record out on vinyl in his honor because he really loved the project. You know what I mean? So y'all check that out. We got we're almost halfway there, and we got about 23 more days or so. So we hoping that really goes through just for a piece of hip hop legacy. Right. It's really, really dope and special.
Well, speaking on that album, we'll get right into that. I was going to start with something else, but this album is so important to me, and I know to hip hop in general. Introduce the album and who you work with, and the meaning of the album. I saw that a lot of the songs are named after sea moss and foods like that. So maybe you could give a little science behind that.
Yeah, the album. So it's a joint album with Napoleon the Legend, one of my favorite people to work with. A really great friend. We've worked together, with the youth. That's how we met each other. Rikers, doing stuff like that, movement work, and then we did our first collab, Encrypted Wisdom, and from there we kept collabing on different things, and we decided, look, this deserves a real solid project. So we worked on this project all throughout, the pandemic when it was really, really kind of going on, hardcore. And, it's named after, you caught that, it's named after a lot of food. It's basically we nourishing you with real hip hop. That's really what the whole thing was about. I mean?
I chuckle, but that's what's up. That's what's needed right now. That's what's up. The name of the album is Alter Ego, like you said. That is dope. What is there a meaning behind that as well?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you got the meaning that most people know, alter ego. It's like, we got different sides of us, and we got, as far as me and Napoleon, we got different sides of ourselves, and we have sides that we bring out in each other. I felt like, for example, on the first track, No Limit, we really kept merging together and coming back to our individuality. So that was kind of a whole way to pop that title off. And then there's, the thought of altering your ego. Like, what I'm saying? Like, some people really do. I mean, we all need to alter it in some way, somehow, sometimes in some form, right? So it's like, how can we alter our egos to really kind of like, just enlighten and bring that that power and healing, or whatever it is that we trying to do. You know what I mean? It takes the altering of the ego, really just pressing that down, man, and eliminating that. So, it was a big part of that, because this project, we really went back and forth. And if we let ego run our thoughts about the whole thing, it would have never happened. That's, so it's really nice working together, because we don't really do that.
Yeah, but y'all complimenting each other like that. There's one rhyme on there where you say one word, then he says the other, like you can finish each other's sentences. That was ill.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Okay, No Limit.
That's what I thought. Yeah, that was ill.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. That was nasty. Yeah, but
actually, I just came from tuning into that Junkies hip hop show. I don't know if you heard of it, but it's a really dope show. They definitely support my music, and they just played No Limit tonight.
Wow.
And it's gotten some really great feedback because of the whole back and forth. It's like nobody really split up the words like that before. Right, you know what I mean? And actually, that was Napoleon's idea, and I was like, wow. I was like, all right, let's do this.
So you have 2 features on there. So Signature and La Bruja. How is it working with La Bruja? You've worked with her before, haven't you?
Yes. Oh man, that's my sis, man. And she's a great MC. She's a great theater artist. She's a great comedian. I mean, she's been a friend, a mentor, a sister. We've done, Coco Chanel remix. We've done the video for that. We've done Red, Black, and Dreams, the original and the Renaissance remix. I love working with Bru, man. She's so damn talented. And we had to get her on that. And she really showed out on that Strange Love joint. Like, on that joint, I was kind of the narrator, and they came in as first person, and she really just it's like she went in. She went in.
There was a show at Beer Wax 2 years ago because of COVID. They were gonna have more of them, and she went in there and ripped it. All these MCs was up there thinking it was slick, and and they just pulled her off the bar and said, "Here, spit." She killed it. She killed it.
Yep, always, man, for real. And she's a solid person, like seriously, man. Good people. Love working with her.
Let's break on that. You have a video that we're gonna play, and we'll come back after that.
Dear mama, you all appreciate it.
Great beat, Lou. Nejma Nefertiti. Hip hop.
Dear mama, you all appreciate it.
Dear mama, I used to rap those lyrics to you all the time. You were my number one fan, created me divine. Never doubted I would shine, planted so many seeds. Gave me Donald Goings books when I was a little girl to read. Raised me up on Sun Tzu, you knew the knowledge I would need. Now you're my angel in other realms watching over me. Showed me the streets and played them old school hip-hop beats. Everybody knew Mama Dukes as a straight up G. Soul survivor, silly and sweet, never gave up. Taught me never to accept defeat. My best friend in the world, I didn't think that I would be saying goodbye so soon, spreading your ashes out to sea. All you wanted was to be free. Free of the pain, free of abuse and white supremacy. You honored me with the First Nation identity. 7 generations before, 7 generations ahead. Striving to never forget the names of the dead. Dear mama, you said that I would start a revolution. You raised me up to think about exactly what I'm doing. We went through so much, but at the end you always had my back. Living it up in Hotel California, no faking jacks. Such a lovely place, every day I see your face. You became my elder, spoke with wisdom and grace. Your legacy lives on through me, it won't erase.
Dear mama, you all appreciate it. Dear mama, you all appreciate it.
You loved your grandkids, they were everything to you. You would have been 59 on November 5th. I'm feeling blue. Remember the 5th of November. I can feel your spirit walking with mine together. Thinking about when we used to drive around in the month of December. You loved the lights and I will carry yours now and forever. You made me the poet that I am today. For you I pray that you found peace. I will meet you on another day. I know you want the best for us, it's always been that way. You taught me not to waste my words and mean the things I say. Threatened to take me out just like you brought me in, you didn't play. Now I'm laughing, thinking about how we would dance and parlay. Yeah, home is where the heart is, and with you my heart will stay. Trust me, those who ever said things about you will pay. Thinking about you dearly, you are in memory. I know you love that one. You respected wordplay. Hey yo, Breakbeat Lou did this one. This what I was envisioning on. Celebrating our mothers. My mama told me it's just begun. I mean, look what she passed down to me. It's about to start sizzling. And believe me, I will get it done. You are the definition of strength and resilience. The thoughts you shared with me was so simple but full of brilliance. Early on, you showed me it's not about appearance. It's about what's inside, and inside you, I seen the realest.
Dear mama, you all appreciate it. Dear mama, you all appreciate it.
And we're back. That was dope from the MC Nejma Nefertiti here on Visual Caffeine episode 101. So who produced the beats on your new album, the Alter Ego album? Who produced the beats? Because the beats is on fire.
Yeah, you know, most of those beats were produced by Napoleon the Legend. He did it specifically for this project. You know, he's heavy on his MC, and he don't have a bunch of beats laying around and stuff like that. Like, he concentrates on the lyrics and the music. But you know, he specifically made these beats for this album. And then there's 2 beats. I think it's 2 of them produced by Just Music.
Okay. Yeah, well,
yeah,
they did a nasty job. I mean, the beats was
man.
We got to talk about this album because it's the best one I've bought in years. Seriously, in terms of the
thank you, man.
lyricism and the beat, it just all gels together. You know what I'm saying? And
you know, it's.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead, brother.
It's just, I know you're proud of it because you're smiling and all that, but yo, it's a dope album, man. Real dope.
Yeah, I mean, look, we had so much fun doing it, you know what I mean? And I just love working with Napoleon. And, you know, our work together is very intuitive. We don't got to explain a lot, you know what I mean? You know, we also kind of, sometimes I go off of him and vice versa, or, you know, sometimes he picked the title, sometimes I did. It was very collaborative. You know, he lets me, you know, sometimes people, and I say lets me, because it's like sometimes people get insecure, you know, about stuff you might be spitting, but that's never my my experience with him. He just like lets me do my thing. I let him do his thing. It's very free. It's very like, you know what I mean? It's real.
Word. Speaking of people you work with, you've made new music with Breakbeat Lou in the past, haven't you?
Yeah, we haven't done anything in a while, but actually, you know, that's how I first started to do music again when I came back to New York after traveling and, you know, just kind of exploring and experiencing, you know, some life in other places. I came back to New York, and that was my first project, Rise to the Occasion with Breakbeat Lou.
Word, how was that?
Yep.
That must have been mind-blowing. You know, the guy has such a instrumental hand in hip-hop, you know, production and DJing with that set. How was, I mean, did that blow your mind, or was it another, no ego, like an altered ego, like you didn't have an ego and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it was really down to earth, to be honest. He's such a humble, chill guy, you know what I mean? I definitely knew who he was, and I actually met him in person going to a show that La Bruja was performing in. So I was going to, you know, hang with her, watch her perform and chill afterwards or whatever. And I met him there and we just clicked, you know, and he sent me, you know, a beat. I think he sent me a few beats and I picked one of them. And you know, we recorded that one in person in my home studio where I was at the time in Brooklyn. And, you know, it's just like, it just came together and we continued to work together. We continued, you know, to create and came out with Rise to the Occasion. And we did several singles after that, you know. Right now, you know, Breakbeat Lou is so busy. He's in Oakland a lot right now. He's doing the Hieroglyphics. He's working with them a lot. You know, he's really like kind of doing his thing and on the West Coast a lot. And he's the type of person that really likes to work in person. We did a lot of our music not in person because of the circumstances, but you know, he really likes to work in person and he got that kind of old school tradition, you know, so we haven't really done anything in a bit, but you know, who knows, man, maybe, you know, you're putting that out there too. Maybe he gonna hit me up now.
Were you always an MC? Like, did you start your travels in hip hop as an MC, or you know, a writer, or B-girl, or you know, how did you get into the culture of hip hop like you have?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, really, I would say it started with my mother. She was playing all the old school hip hop along with house music, along with all kinds of other musics. You know what I mean? And you know, we definitely grew up in poverty, so it's like hip hop was really alive then. You know what I'm saying? I basically came up in the golden era, so it's like that's all I seen in the streets. That's all I heard in the streets. That's my mother was playing it, like I said. And you know, I also you know, several families took me in. My mother struggled a lot and stuff like that. So I had families take me in sometimes, and you know, I got to kind of you know, get introduced to different music and culture that way too. But, you know, I was in it. I was in hip hop, right? And my mother was a poet. She was an excellent poet. May she rise in power. Actually, the 3 years just passed, her 3-year anniversary since she became an ancestor. So yeah, it's been heavy, but she was a poet and she would be in and out of, you know, jails and rehabs and stuff, you know, struggling with addiction and stuff like that. You know, just trying to get her life together and bounce back from her childhood. Right. And I think that, you know, I always liked reading and writing. She loved giving me books and stuff like that. She gave me the rhyming dictionary. Like that really inspired me. To this day, I use that. You know what I mean? I mean, some people don't know about that, but the rhyming dictionary was the shit. You know what I mean? And like, you know, it was big, you know, and like, I love words. I love, you know, hearing new words, finding out what they meant. So, you know, I would write poetry because my mother did, and I would write her while she was in prison and stuff like that. And she would write me poems and I would want to respond to that. So it kind of made me want to write, you know, more and more. And then I just remember this one pivotal moment where, like, I don't know what song it was. It was probably like Biggie, Jay, Nas, or one of them guys, or even Lil' Kim or somebody like that. And, you know, me and my friends were just, you know, chilling, probably smoking something, you know, rapping their lyrics. And they were like, Nejma, you're delivered. Like, you got a flow, like, you know what I mean? And they were like, you should, you know, do your own. And I was like, I thought about it. And because I was already writing, I was like, let me put these with the beats. So like, I would go into the basement and I would take like, let's say like, you know, the albums back in the day, they would leave instrumental room on it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I would keep rewinding it and shit and writing. And like, I think it kind of began there. It was like, I was like 15 years old when I really kind of started doing that.
Do you still do spoken word, or do you do spoken word, the jams or anything like that? Or is it strictly MCing or?
You know, I think when I work with my band, the Afro Yaki Music Collective, I think it sounds a little more spoken wordish. You know what I'm saying? It's like I always say it brings out my like Gil Scott heroin. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think especially rapping over odd metered beats and stuff, I think it brings out more of that flavor. But I'm definitely an MC at heart. You know what I mean? And that's really where I like to be. You know?
Yeah, you sure are. So we're gonna take another video break, play some more Nejma's music, and then we'll be right back.
Bringing it this rap thing to the light. Rhymes all day, all night. Bringing this rap thing to the light. Rhymes all day, on another level. Bringing this rap thing to the light. Rhymes all day, all night. Bringing this rap thing to the light. On another level, there's none identical.
This is the sound of someone winning. My life force go hard, no dimming. Had to go through so much struggle before I really started living. Rap serenades, flow grenades, blow up barricades. Respect the craft, I'm custom made. So many people said I couldn't do it. Thought I'd die before 25, I proved us all wrong. It's in the music. I'm all-star radiance, walking in my purpose. Shout out to all the goddess queens I walk this earth with. And all my kings stand up, looking fly, smelling good while you walk real tough. To my brothers with the fresh beards all done up. And my shorty who gives me some whenever I wanna, yeah. It's pure attraction. When I put it down, I give it all my passion. Guaranteed satisfaction. I don't jump on nobody's wagon. Make the impossible possible. Talk with ease and spit the fire of a dragon.
Bringing this rap thing to the light. Rhymes all day, all night. Bringing this rap thing to the light. Rhymes all day, on another level. Bringing this rap thing to the light. Rhymes all day, all night. Bringing this rap thing to the light. On another level, so much more impeccable.
Nejma Nefertiti, I ain't your motherfucking sweetie. Close your mouth, you way too greedy. People still on my shit, they needy. Then walk around talking greasy, thinking they gonna defeat me. I know who my people are, believe me. This rap thing I make look easy. Respect my craft, it took years of practice to get this breezy. Yeah, you know my steezy. I don't want for much to please me. Food, water, shelter, once in a while a good cigar to ease me. Blowing on them treesies, thinking how far I've come. I'm so proud of myself, but there's still so much I wanna get done. Every day I'm closer to leaving a legacy I'm dreaming of. I got the spirit of a panther. Don't waste my time with petty banter. Talk real things, always a student question before I answer. Eat food that kills cancer, make music that will enhance you, make your body move. What's a revolution without a dancer? Hip hop, 5 elements, the 5th one will advance you. 5 fingers to make a fist, put it up in the air like this. Be the one they don't wanna miss. I perfected my flow like this, and now it's sweeter than a first kiss. Right there where your thirst is, that real good kind of hurt shit. Real love, not just flirting. I'm for certain, beyond a question or a doubt. Some will do anything for clout, that's not at all what I'm about. I'm a creator, motivator, hip-hop administrator, see you later. I'm too busy getting greater, no time for haters. Suckers are players, fuckers are mayors, betrayers, fake soothsayers. Get the fuck up out my hair, you taking up too much air, and your breath stink, I swear. I got that real wealth, I'm a self-made billionaire. You can't help it the way you stare, I got a different kind of flair, no one else could ever compare. I'm like that fine-ass cookware, the one and only edition, master manifesto magician. I don't listen to the opposition, can't stop my mission from reaching fruition. I earn my position, I'm my own politician. Watch me glisten, the rap arithmetician. The way I spit bars, I spit stars, spit hellfire. If you say I don't, you a liar. I'm a survivor, I'm a thriver. 5 fingers to make a fist, put it up in the air like this. I'm a thriver. DJ Scream, Nejma Nefertiti, hip hop.
And we're back. Another dope track from Nejma Nefertiti. She got a new album out with Napoleon the Legend called Alter Ego. Go get that. Support your artists. You know, even if they're your friends, support your artists. Don't ask for free stuff all the time. And then I'll get up in the soapbox on that. And one question that I usually ask, it's kind of standard, but I ask most MCs, when you were forming your style and all of that, what MCs helped you out with that in terms of, you know, watching what they did? You know, was it someone's particular flow? Or was it that you just heard the music around you and that formed you? Like, was there a particular MC?
So there, obviously I was definitely, you know, I was listening to everything around me and stuff, but I definitely got to say Roxanne Shante, like she was so inspiring to me in her style and the way that she came out and how she just really like pioneered, you know, being on the radio and, you know what I'm saying, all that kind of stuff. Rakim, definitely, you know, a lot of, you know, like I got to say like, I got to throw Onyx in there and Bahamadia, you know what I mean? Because it was like, you know, and then the Nas kind of storytelling thing and like, you know, so there's several, but those are definitely some key people that really kind of influenced me, you know, and then later on, like I really loved Foxy Brown's style, you know, Hurricane G, You know, I was always kind of looking for the women that were really doing their thing too, you know, in a purposeful way, because I was like, this is dope. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is dope, and like this is legacy, straight up.
Well, it rubbed off because all those people, I when you said those people, I could see it. You know what I'm saying? I could see all the bricks falling into place. And
Word.
yeah, another question I had, in terms of the new album, right? You said you wanted to put it on wax. Is that important for the culture? Is it just an aesthetic thing, or like do you want to keep it back, you know, give back to the ancestors of the culture as well by doing that, or you know, not just for unfortunately
no doubt.
the past, but you know.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, you know, so not too long ago in early March, I released The Valley of the Queens, and that was my first vinyl project off Chop Henry Records.
Okay.
I just feel like it is definitely very important for hip hop culture to get it on wax. You know what I mean? Because it's like digitally, you know, it's like it's there, but like that, you know, when you got it on wax, like that's a tangible type thing, and it's like it's different than a CD. It is very like, it's kind of like, you know, true to the pillars of hip hop. It's like that's how it started with the turntables and everything else. So it's like it's almost like paying homage to that, you know. So if I get something on wax, it's like, wow, this is a part of that history. This is me making my legacy now and contributing to the culture, to the true form of the culture. You know what I'm saying? So and then also like you know, like I mentioned, we wanted to honor the brother because he was putting it on wax, and you know, we wanted to be like, let's see if we could do this and still get this done and put out there. And you know, I think it's a classic. I mean, I think it's a really special project for hip hop history. Like, and to have it on wax even really solidifies that more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because on wax you get the bass more. You know, CDs are too trebly, digital's too trebly.
Right.
The frying egg in the background, you know, the crackles and stuff. You know, yeah.
Right.
I got my father's record collection sitting out there. It's over 700 albums of
I see you posting stuff, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to get that out to people because you know there's original pressings in there from the 50s and 60s. I'm talking the original stuff.
And see, that's amazing.
Yeah, and that's the legacy of vinyl.
Yes, exactly.
On CD or anything like that, you know. So I'm really
right.
That's really dope that you're bringing it out like that, you know. And you were talking about you did work at Rikers. Can you
yeah
a little bit?
Yeah, well, I actually never made it into Rikers because of complications with my own background, but we did when I met. I think Napoleon made it inside, but I'm not sure. But I was trying to work in Rikers, and we were doing political development classes to be able to go in there. We had to do kind of like, just, you know, we were reading a lot of the new Jim Crow and going through things in there, you know, and kind of preparing to, you know, work with young people in there and stuff. I never actually made it in though.
Oh, okay. But it's important you're doing it. I mean, you know, you can't forget the brothers and sisters that are locked up.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, you know, I myself was locked up at one point for an unfortunate reason. And, you know, it really spoke to me. Like, I was like, you know, even in the political developments and reading and studying and really figuring out, wow, I was really a part of this pipeline. You know what I'm saying? It was like, wow, I kind of went through something after that too. Watching 13, reading the new Jim Crow and kind of realizing, damn, I was in that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we just had Maxwell Melvins on from the Lifers group, the group that I think it was '94 when they put out an album that was Grammy nominated, and what they did was they recorded it in Rawway.
Wow, yeah, no doubt.
When I was younger, I didn't realize what it was about. But just imagine making a Grammy nominated album while you're locked up.
I know, that's crazy, man, for real. Like I didn't have the opportunity. Even to have the opportunity to do that is grand, for real.
Yeah, no, and it just shows that, you know, just because you may have had a bad time or a bad decision, doesn't make you an uncreative person or anything like that. You know, sometimes those.
Oh man, listen. the most talented and beautiful people were in there. You know what I mean? Including myself. I didn't really even belong there. Like, I mean, it's funny because people be saying that, but you know, I was there for self-defense. You know what I'm saying? And that really changed my life, man. Like, it really changed my life and revolutionized my mind. Reading Assata Shakur's book, reading her biography.
Yes.
My mother talked a lot about her because she was in and out of the same prison she went to and was liberated from. And they're actually about to shut that down. I think I seen some articles on, you know, they have a lot of abuse there. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's about time. But, you know, hopefully the culture changes, because you can't just shut something down and then, you know, move people somewhere else and do the same things to them. That's not really like changing anything.
That's like what Giuliani did with the homeless. They put them in the hospitals and then they closed the hospitals, and these poor people didn't have nowhere to go except the street again. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
like, it's about, you got to solve the problem before anything else. You can't just talk about it, you know?
Right.
But
Right.
on that, we're gonna try and pick it back up after the break. Not so deep, but this is another track from Nejma Nefertiti, and we'll be right back.
Victorious, notorious Neff. I ain't been the same since the date of my mother's death. I lost something real. I can't feel it anymore. I wonder if I'll ever get it back. Tears to the floor. My birth was a crash course. I'ma fast forward, tell the future glass courts. You and your whack thoughts, you just better back off. Cali to New York, if you alive, pop a cork. Don't be a clown. Telling on yourself with blocker talk. Ready on purpose, that's what I need a chopper for. Catch or try to play you, look them out, they want $1 more. What you bother for? Onward, ain't no war. Move along, you'll love again or you'll acquaint some more. Shout out to one of the greatest, the king of NY. Legendary, no limit, surpassing the sky. Hip hop lives laughing cause they said it would die. It's never been the same, we feel you back in the sky.
And we're back. Some more dope shit from Nejma Nefertiti. You got to catch this
y'all.
new album, Alter Ego, with Napoleon the Legend, is fire, whatever you want to call it. It's dope. I mean, I'm stumbling here because it really is a dope album. But besides that, what new projects do you have coming up? How are you gonna, you keep going forward? What's the next step?
Yeah, so I'm really excited about this other project that I've been creating, and that has been done for a minute now. But sometimes when you want to release it certain ways and stuff, you really have to be patient with the whole back and forth of that. And I don't want to just throw stuff out there. So, speaking of the vinyl, it will be coming out on vinyl. Wow. It'll also be coming out on CD and obviously digitally. And it's called Jane Wayne the Villain. It's an album. It's a 9-track album produced by Cass Merck, who is a brother that I think I've known since the beginning of me rapping, which is crazy because he's been making beats since then. And then we found each other on Facebook again, and he was like, yo, I'm so happy to see you still doing your thing. And he was like, I'm still making beats. I was like, what? And he sent me one, and I was like, okay. And that is the beat that he first ever sent me after meeting up again was what I recorded Ya Habibi Part 2 on. And then he sent me so many beats. I said, let's do a project, let's do a project. So it's called Jane Wayne the Villain again. The artwork, I'm so proud of the artwork by Alternativas from Chiapas, Mexico. I'm so proud of that. I'm working with Botfest Records, DJ Scrib, on getting it out on vinyl. Napoleon the Legend is on it. Destruct is on it out of LA. Really excited about this project. And it's mixed and mastered by my young brother from Egypt, Mr. Buddha. So it's
Universal.
Like, yeah,
No
I'm
borders.
loving it.
That's what's up. That's hip hop, no borders.
Straight up.
I see some of the brothers from the continent of Africa. They teaching these kids how to b-boy and b-girl, on the dirt. It's just like hip hop is universal. That's dope.
It is. It's all over the place, man. And I love working with old people, young people. But especially on the music tip, I like to give talented people that are younger than me the chance to shine together. You know what I mean? Let people know about who they are, do something great together. I wanted to do that when I was, 20, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's incredible. It's really dope. And I've kind of like, my engineer, he's like my family now. He's like my little brother, man. Me
and JR, I knew him. I did the artwork on their first single, the one with the Ankh on it. And then I moved.
Yeah, your art is fly, bro.
Thank you. Not that we were in bad terms, but we didn't talk for like 20 years. And then all of a sudden I found out he was living in Brooklyn. Someone told me he's living in Brooklyn. I got in contact with him, and the next thing you know, we're hosting the show together. And what I'm getting at is that if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. You know what I'm saying? And that sounds dope.
And
that's
sometimes
really
it like really comes back around, man. It's dope. It really is. I mean, I couldn't believe it. And actually, I'm almost finished with Jane Wayne Part 2, which is Jane Wayne the Thriller, which also has Napoleon on it, Indigo Phoenix. But you know, I'm gonna take my time in figuring out how to release that, because we're still obviously waiting for test pressings for the first one. But I got some things in line, is what I'm saying. I've been working and creating, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You write one song a day, or how's that go? Like, do you sit on something and mull about it, or you know, do you just?
Yeah, you know what? It really depends how something inspires me, you know, like, so if I'm doing a collab with someone, I try to get it done right away, because I'm not trying to hold up someone's project. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I'm working on my own stuff, I just do it as I do it, but I don't want to take forever. You know, it's like, I am thinking about it every day, whether I'm writing to it, whether I'm recording it, whether I'm getting it mixed and mastered. Every day I'm moving it forward somehow. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah.
The worst thing to do is stay stagnant. You ain't going nowhere if you do that. Yeah, true.
Right.
Projects you've been doing these 21 bar salutes, right?
Yeah.
Can you break that down?
Yeah, you know, say it again.
Can you break that down for us? I know you
yeah, no doubt. You know, at first I was at first I was kind of just doing some fun little videos or whatever. Like I would do like some verses, you know, that I already had out on a song or something, and I would take that verse and you know spit it over a golden era beat for fun,
OC
right?
One was dope. The OC one was dope.
Yeah. And so, you know, I decided I wanted to kind of make it more exclusive. So I decided that, you know, I wasn't going to spit verses that were already out there, that I was just going to do a new one every Friday just for that. You know what I'm saying? So those are verses that like aren't out on other songs or anything like that, as far as the 21 bar salute. So it's like 21 episodes, 21 verses, you know, they don't necessarily all have 21 bars. The verses can be whatever. Sometimes it's 16, sometimes it's longer, sometimes it's shorter. It's just whatever I feel, really. And then, you know, I just started doing that. So I did volume 1 of that. And it's kind of like, I looked at it like my mixtape a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, this is like my version of a mixtape, which, you know, it just like on IG, really raw, you know what I mean? No fancy stuff. I like to play with the filters and do cool, fun things, but like just raw, record it right into my phone, put the phone up against my computer so the light, you know, could see me, and just play the beat and do it. You know what I'm saying? And I finished volume 21 about a month ago, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to start volume 2 in September, but we'll see, because I wanted to, you know, really focus on my projects, because that actually does take a lot of focus to be doing that every Friday. You know what I'm saying? So I took a little break to kind of finish my projects up that we were speaking on, you know, but it's really, really special to me. I get the most, like, what do you call it, man? I've gotten the most follows, the most likes. I don't really care about all that like that, but I mean, it's nice to see what people kind of, what kind of moves them. And to this day, when I do those things, that is what the people like it. You know what I mean? They're like, where's your next 21 bar salute? Because it's just that raw stuff, man. It's that raw hip hop, you know.
Yep. Well, I know anything you put out is going to be thought provoking and, you know, thought of. It's not just going to be put out there. So, you know, we're going to tell everybody where to get your new album, Alter Ego. I want to thank you for coming on my show, Visual Caffeine, but not only that, for being hip hop, being an
Thank
MC,
you.
because they kicking our sisters down in so-called hip hop. You know what I'm saying? You're a shining light. You're a guiding star, and I appreciate it. My wife appreciates it. You know, and we're in another generation, so it's, you know, coming down. But we love you. We thank you so much, and please give everybody where they could buy the album, not ask for it. You know what I'm saying? Buy it, get it, you know, all your contact info where they can reach out to you if they have beats maybe or whatever, or just give them all your contact before we jet out, please.
No doubt. So, you know, if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, the link to the album is, you know, on Instagram. It's right there in my bio. It's on Napoleon the Legend's Bandcamp page, actually, for the campaign. But you could go to my Bandcamp page as well to just buy the digital version if you want, you know what I mean? He also has CDs. I'll have CDs soon. I would say just check my social media because, I mean, it's all over there. Like, you know what I mean? And it would be so easy for them to just look and kind of click instead of remembering me, you know, saying a link or something. But yeah, that's the easiest way to do it. Just go to the Instagram, the Facebook, the Bandcamps of either one of us, and you know, that's where you're gonna find it. And you know, whether you want the CD, whether you want to do the campaign for the vinyl and have that, you know, piece of legacy in your hands, or whether you want to you know, just get it digitally or listen to it, you know what I'm saying? Either whatever people want. And then, you know, on another note, I want to say, you know, thanks for beaming me up. I love y'all too. I'm so glad we got to do this. You guys are such good people, and I'm so honored to be here because, you know, you are also, you know, uplifting hip hop for so long already, and you know, and that's a true compliment. So I just wanted to say that.
Thank you very much. So Visual Caffeine, stay tuned for more. This is episode 101 with the MC Nejma Nefertiti, and we'll see you later. Thank you very much. Peace, everybody.
Peace.
Nefertiti kicking that flavor in your ear. Bad girl with the bad girl, you can't compare. None identical, incredible, doing just what I said I do. Busting down doors, then I send them all to medical. Not ethical, don't follow the rules, I'm too skeptical. Your shit is bland, I got the spice and the edibles. Breaking bands, your little brand ain't credible. Delete you from the system, it wasn't worth it to edit you. Time to take out the garbage, empty the cartridge. Fuck likes, I don't care about being a famous artist. I'm a representative of hip-hop culture regardless. Not the smartest, if you're going against me, all carnage. Drag your carcass somewhere far into the darkness. I spark this and light you on fire, yes I'm the harshest. Spread your ashes somewhere along the marshes. I am the fastest, ski mask, we on this.